cold, wet, miserable day, and Ensign buses are holding a vintage bus day. Inside the Route Master, it's as wet and cold as it is outside the Route Master. The being cold and wet doesn't stop anoraks from getting their adrenaline rush through travelling on these old barrows. Upstairs it was just the same. The heaters on these old Route Masters never work very well. The thing about these buses were they was fully independent suspension and the ride was absolutely perfect. You never felt your bum hit the seat one little bit. That bus disappearing down the road, that's an RLH. RLH stands for Regent Low Height. They used these buses for going under low bridges. All those cars there, that's Bluewater's car park in Kent. What a lovely sound that bell makes when it rings. Now we're just entering the Purfleet Tunnel approach road. Here we go, entering the portal now. I drove an RT on Route 300 through this tunnel many times in the 60s. In those days there was only the one tunnel and the traffic moved in both directions. The road always seemed to be very narrow, especially when the articulated lorries were coming the other way. There never seemed to be enough room to pass. RM 1462 waits in Lakeside for its next passengers for Bluewater. Nobody looks at the 6-month-old Volvo or this Basildon and District DM that's waiting to go to Southend, while the anoraks tell anybody who will listen how much they know about Route Masters. All eyes here are on 1462 while it waits at Stand P for its next load of passengers for Bluewater. Half an hour later this RCL turned up. These really were a pleasure to drive. Used to take this from Tilbury Ferry to Aldgate. RCL stands for Route Master Coach Long. They were semi-automatic and had no gear change pedal. You had to use the accelerator and a tiny selector switch that was on the right of the small console under the windscreen. That's an ex-London DM, now being run by the Blue Triangle firm. Here comes a roof box RT. It's number 1431.
It's wet inside as well as upstairs.
The conductor reckons it's as wet inside as it is outside. I'm not surprised at that. Those people back in the 50s and 60s, they were a hardy lot. RT 1431 will be coming off the road when it gets to Averley. They'll have to fetch another bus out because the windscreen wipers didn't work and the driver couldn't see a thing in the front. There's a driver there signing for his bus. I don't remember ever doing that. This is actually the replacement bus. The broken one is behind it. It's been repaired. He's brought that back. He's now going to drive the replacement one away. Right, I've had enough. I'm going to go home now on this Type 46. I'm so cold I can't feel my fingertips. See you all later. Ta-ra.